nightmares in my head. I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner.
Turn right.
It's 106, you said, in the car?
106 and climbing. We should get to 117. There's 117 in Vegas. 117 when we were there. I can imagine in
So, right now
Arizona,
it's 93.
they would be melting like a snow cone in Phoenix.
93, it's only go up to 94. Well, I'm saying only. But, 88 on Tuesday, a bit reprieve.
A reprieve it is, sir.
Cloudy, I like that it's
You're a good man. How y'all doing? I hope you can hear me. We have the air. Huh?
I'm the navigator.
Navigator. Yes, navigator. We have the air conditioner on.
I thought I'll treat John to a frappe. You
Wow.
didn't know it.
Now that's sweet.
Welcome to McDonald's. We be using the mobile app.
No.
Alright, what can I get started for you?
Just a medium mocha frappe, and that's it.
Medium mocha frappe?
Yes, thank you.
You said that's it, right?
Yes.
Alright. 42 that first one there.
Thank you.
Summer day.
Happy to you too. Brandon Pope. Hello, Sarah. Do you work for Adidas?
No, they work for me.
That's good. There he is, Mr. Mooney. Billy and Margaret. I can hear spirits, so anybody who wishes to speak, wish me to tell your family that you're okay. That's a nice one, Mr. Bailey. Look how pretty this is, babe. If anybody has any questions for the spirits, questions, go ahead and ask me. I'll peruse it, and I'll most likely put it up on the next video. Can. Is the afterlife better than physical life? Yeah. We'll go take a look.
There are no goodbyes. God has you in his arms. We have you in our hearts. 2022.
Francesca, what happened? Was it an illness? Was it an accident? What happened, Francesca? Can you hear my voice? speak loud. I can hear spirits. The crypt keepers are walking together. Trent. Do you wish me to tell your... Trent. Do you wish me to... Do you wish me to tell your parents that you... Do you wish me to tell your parents that you are okay?
Still.
I'm listening. Ricky. My state of mind. Go ahead and read.
My state of mind is the peace. Oh no, sorry, do it again. My state of mind is the place where I will start this report. I am in a clear state of mind, one in which I can think and make judgments clearly. I think when people are not in a clear state of mind, that is where the most mistakes are made. Wars are often started by one disillusioned leader acting on employees instead of clear thinking. Is a prime example, but as I mentioned before, my state of mind is perfectly clear. Sometimes pressure does cloud my thinking, like when I have a big drama performance or when there's a big yearbook deadline. But as of this moment in time, I am in clear state. My physical state is another story. I'm not a bodybuilder or some great athlete, nor am I any kind of decent shape. I have no major illness except the fact I have allergies. But that is far from a major illness. I do enjoy playing a little baseball every now and then, which helps me stay kind of healthy, but probably not enough. My interests are a big part of my life. I enjoy music. In fact, it is probably my favorite thing in the whole world. And then there is a side of me who likes to stand up for what I believe in. Issues such as abortion control do not directly affect me, but they do, however, affect the world that I live in. I consider myself, but the more I think about it, the more I wonder why. I don't have a hard life. Other people do things like hard work that would probably kill me. Others have family problems. I have never experienced anything like that. But
What happened to you? Did you commit? Did you take your own? Something happened.
I think these are all children.
Yeah, all babies. So that the babies can play together, see?
Well, maybe somebody should clean the angel here. Do a little bit of maintenance.
Our little fighter, Mary, must have been an illness. 5 days. Hello to the Crypt crew, Crypt chicks. Captains, admirals.
There's a big stone over there.
Somebody just made the grave. Can hear spirits. Anybody here need the light? Yama. That's the first time I ever see that name, other than the very first Crypt Crew captain from England. I hope everybody is well. Hope everybody is happy-go-lucky. Mr. Boswell. Delton. Do you visit Tammy? You were a policeman. I hope you didn't die on duty. What happened? Did you die of an illness? Was it a car crash? How did you die, sir? It's nice.
Oh, there's two people. Dawn Ashley Kane.
Wonder how you died. Was it an illness or did you have an accident?
She died a year ago.
Yeah.
July the 6th. Isn't today July the 6th?
No. Yeah, but
No, last year. I'm
Yeah,
just
last
saying
year.
a year ago to this day. And then
do you recall being buried here?
Elijah. I buried Elijah.
I don't know who the girl is. Dawn.
They could be
What?
girlfriend and boyfriend.
A husband and wife, I don't know. It's very well kept up.
It's beautiful. So beautiful, actually.
Do you like the afterlife? Do you wish me to tell your family members that you're okay? Do you still go surfing at the beach? Is anybody here? What happened? Pretty young there. How did you die? Can you hear my voice? You wish me to tell your family you're okay? Was it an illness? Look at a kitty cat. Can spirits help us?
Nixon.
Well, we're off. It is toasty warm today. My bride needs a nice smoker frappe. Mr. Wood, what happened you died so young? Well, I hope you enjoyed this version of Crypt Adventures. A little bit more detail about what happens. Hello, miss.
Hello.
Mr. Reber, we're here to get an interview. Speak aloud to prove that the afterlife is real. Do you have any questions, my sweets?
Oh no. Oh no, do they go swimming in heaven?
Never know. The other guy who probably is surfing, right?
I'm sure they do.
Wow. That one there was a professional surfer, or really enjoyed surfing. Are you able to go to the beach, go swimming? Are you able to, I believe that you can do anything, right? Are you able to help the living upon request? Is the afterlife okay? Do you like it? Are you able to visit your family members?
Lots of Kennedy names also.
Yeah, it's a big name.
All over Florida, even the last couple of cemeteries we've been to.
Did you visit Mildred when she crossed over? Did you greet her? Mildred, what did you die of? Probably old age. 24, 34, 54. Mildred, what did you die of? Probably old age. 24, 34, 54. 64, 74, 84, 94, 2004, 70. 70 years of age. Well, one thing I can say is the afterlife is 1,000,000,000% real. I have been trying to actually disprove it. Hard to believe, but true. Every time I do it, I criticize it. I try to figure out, well, how is it that that voice is being heard? For example, in the last video, it said, "It's so sweet." Now, if you can't hear that, well, you got hearing aids on.
I just remembered something.
Because it's loud.
Tell them about that great movie we saw last night. The Meanest Man in Texas.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Oh, it was real good. Yeah.
What other movies did you watch? The Philadelphia Experiment. And then we watched,
Oh yeah.
what was that other one?
The one with real meaning. It was based on a true story, The Meanest Man in Texas.
Yeah.
The other ones were, they were fiction. The one there with the, Crimson
Tide?
Peak.
Oh, Crimson Peak.
Crimson Peak. That was
That's
really
a good one. You
great
might like that.
acting. The scenery, the hot outfits were really great.
We watch a lot of movies.
Beautiful people there.
You know, we try to make this site a family site. Me, you, Maria, and the spirits. Let's go about it. Let's go see what that is down there. What in the Sam Hill? Sam Hill was a real guy. He actually got famous because he would swear on every third word for so many years that people didn't want to swear, you know? So when they said, "What in the Sam Hill," which meant he swore. It's a true story. What in the Sam Hill? Anyway, got a little high rise here. Speak to me. What's your name on this, on these plaques? Which one are you? Say your name. Sarah, what did you die of? Anybody can speak. All right, we're gonna go. We're off to the machine. By the way, if you do see us out at the supermarket, at the movies, if you do see us in a graveyard, yes, do say hello. Yes, we're real, and we love people, and we like you. It's okay. Would you like a mocha frappe of some sort?
Drive safe.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck, can't stop. Unplug, feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough.
Why is it overgrown now?
You found her?
Yeah, 144, but...
There she is.
Oh, that's the back, that's why.
We are here in respect to fallen soldiers. In this case, it was a domestic situation. Here lies the body of Sherry Lynn, murdered. Can you hear me, Sherry? Did your husband do this? Can you hear me, Sherry? Did your husband do this? Sherry. Did your husband do this? Did your husband do this? Did your husband do this? Here lies the body of Sherry. Now this is an interesting story. Right there in that grave. Sad story, really. She's a Navy petty officer, air traffic controller for the Navy. She was stationed in Florida, then had to go to Greece to be stationed there for a while. So she went to Greece. While in Greece, they met a person named Jennifer. She met her husband in Bermuda. While there, they both had kids, they got married, and they ended up with 5 kids altogether. Right? But he went from Bermuda to Greece as well, to be stationed next to her, since they got married. While there, Greg met a girl other than his wife named Jennifer. So they ended up being stationed in Greece and eventually came to Florida. They were still working for the Navy, okay? And while here, they would need babysitters sometimes. Well, he called her up, Jennifer, from Greece, who had gotten pregnant by her husband, and yet the husband left her. So she was high and dry with the baby, with nobody and no support. So she figured she'd steal somebody else's husband, I guess. Anyways, an affair happened. She went down to visit him under the ruse of it being that you can babysit our 5 kids. Babysitting the 5 kids. Okay, well, remember, this is a Navy person and this is an air traffic controller, which means she's very organized. They were having a birthday party for 2 of the kids, and they had also invited her sister's kids over. So there was about 7 kids there, right? She had done all of the shopping for the birthday party 2 days before. And being an organized person, I wouldn't think she'd say, oh, I forgot a bunch of things, let me go back to the supermarket. Anyway, while the party was happening, her husband, Greg, was in the garage with their Dodge Caravan. He came in and he said for her to come outside into the garage. Went out into the garage. Apparently she got into the Dodge Caravan and 2 pops were heard. 2 bullets to the head. He said he shot her. She didn't die. Shot her again. Then she was dead. Goes back into the house. Okay? And the 11-year-old boy, one of the kids, said, where's Mom? Oh, she went shopping. She forgot a few things at the supermarket. So he takes a shower. Probably get rid of any, handgun dust on his hand. Goes to the Winn-Dixie. This very Winn-Dixie here. Maria is going into the store at the Winn-Dixie. This is the parking lot where the girl was shot 2 times in the head and was found parked in one of the parking spots here at the Winn-Dixie, right here in the Dodge Caravan with 2 bullets in her head. This is the very store that couple used to shop in, where he said he loved his wife. And while at this Winn-Dixie, her dead body is inside the Dodge Caravan that he had drove over there. While there, Jennifer met up with Greg. Says, meet me there. He gets out of the van in a female's wig and gets into her car. Takes the wig off and the gun, puts it in the back seat. And he said, it's better and faster this way. This way I don't have to go through a divorce. It'll be easier this way. And if she says, it can't be easier if you kill your wife. But that's what he had done. And at this very same exact Winn-Dixie, they take off and go back to the house. They pull up to the house. They say, hey, wait a minute. Wait a few seconds before and come knock at the door. And just say you're bringing me back the lawnmower that I lent you. Because he was their babysitter. They were having a party. So he comes back into the back room. And he said, where's Mom? He says, still over there. She had forgot she was doing some more errands and went to the Winn-Dixie. Right? 2 hours later, The sister says, "What's up?" By now it's 9 o'clock. Where is she? By 11 o'clock they call the cops. That's exactly what happened. And then she ends up in this grave right here with 2 bullets in her head, thanks to her husband. But allegedly, I'm saying allegedly to all of this because he has just been acquitted of everything. Jennifer says, if I don't get any time, I'll tell you exactly what happened. She said exactly what I just told you. And she gets off, and now, when they brought it back to court, they couldn't find the second bullet. Went through her head, went through the floor, I guess, and out the floor. Or they lost it, they said. Couldn't find it. Couldn't prove it. That's it. It ended up acquitted. He is now a free man right now, walking around and living in that same house and probably shopping at that very same Winn-Dixie. Isn't that sweet? Don't forget now, he's innocent. Okay? Because this is all allegedly. But other than that, some strange person just put 2 bullets in her head for the flying hell of it. But here it is. And here lies her body, having gone through all of that. Sherry Lynn, we're sorry that you had been betrayed so badly. Can you tell me, was it your husband that shot you? How did you die? Imagine that, huh? What do you think of that? You know that he's free, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I don't know what kind of
we got to,
laws we have here.
I know it.
I don't know what kind of justice system we have.
After he's been freed, acquitted on everything, so basically, he did nothing, folks.
They didn't have enough
And I'm telling
proof,
you
I
that.
guess.
Because the law said so. Anyway, the son says something totally different. He was 11 years old at the time, and now it's been almost 18 years, 20 years. He says he was a very abusive, his father. That's his opinion, not this channel's. He would force feed him ultra high peppers and make him hold it in his mouth. He would smack him pretty good, I guess. But before, if he was late for the bus or anything like that. But I don't know how it comes to be that a person puts 2 bullets in somebody's head. You know, because see, they couldn't find the murder weapon. Is really what it
They
is.
didn't have the evidence.
We even know where the bridge is, where she threw the evidence over. It was Jennifer that threw the gun and wig away.
But
So-
still, they didn't find any evidence. That's
They found the
problem.
bullets, babe.
They found
Only
the
one.
Only
Yeah.
one? Well, doesn't
The other
that-
one went through her head, through her shoulder, and through the floorboard, I guess. It was a 25 caliber gun. So, very, 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 very sad. You know, you get married. You get married as your forever love. And sure enough, the one that loves you cheats on you. And then, insult to injury, babysits your kids. And then that man puts 2 bullets in your head and drives your carcass over to Winn-Dixie. And the new girlfriend takes over. Allegedly.
Remarried, right?
Allegedly.
She's not with him.
Oh no, she's out and free. They
She's
broke up.
waiting for him.
They broke up 15 years later.
Yeah, of course, I would think
Yeah.
so.
A love that will never die. Yeah, they'll only break up. You see, they were married longer than that. So their marriage was the more successful marriage, but again, that's what happened.
thinking to myself, how in the world did I get into this?
This is not an easy thing for you to talk about.
There's no going back.
I don't remember if it was me or my brother were like, hey, where's mom?
I call my mama, I call my sister, start praying. Sherry didn't come home.
I looked at the Winn-Dixie parking lot, and there's a van. Started frantically beating on the window, and I saw blood. Military instinct kicked in. I yelled for someone, called 911.
How does Sherry end up dead in this parking lot?
That was a good question. I have no idea.
She's like, hey, I'm gonna go outside and talk to your dad. And that was the last time I ever saw her.
Tiara's only 3, so she doesn't understand what's going on. And she's wiping everybody's tears off their face. I've heard that I kept asking, when is mom coming home? I started crying because I knew what was going on.
Once the shock kind of wears off, there were things that just didn't make sense.
It's really important as investigators to keep our mind open to all possibilities.
All I can do is try to let the family know what I knew.
Did you think finally something might happen?
We were hopeful, yes.
An arrest has been made, and it's time to tell the truth.
Okay. So, do you remember when in 2001 this relationship started?
It would have been in April. End of April, beginning of May.
Okay. And his wife returned from her deployment in Greece in the end of May 2001. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. During the time that you knew him, were you a babysitter for him at all?
I had babysat for him a couple of times.
Was that before your relationship sort of took off?
No, it was after.
Okay. Now, did you stay at the house, spend the night at the house with the children being home?
I did.
Did you guys try to keep this secret?
Yes.
Did you think you were successful in keeping it a secret?
I did.
What types of places, or where did you go after Sherry came back from Greece? Where did you go to have private time with the defendant?
We met at a hotel a couple of times, and then other times we would just drive around.
Did you ever have any sexual encounters in the minivan, the red van that was owned by the Mallard family?
Yes.
Where did you go to do that?
Several places.
And this is still after Sherry had returned from Greece?
Yes.
How often do you think you saw him?
Quite often.
I mean, you saw him at work all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about
in the evenings.
Privately, how often would you see him?
Often.
Like once a week,
Several
twice a week,
times
5 times a week? How
Several
many?
times a week.
I'm sorry.
Several times a week.
Okay. Was that always after work?
Yes.
Did the defendant ever express to you any discontent or desire to get out of his marriage?
He never said anything bad about his marriage.
Never said anything bad about his marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did he ever tell you that he didn't want to be married anymore?
Yes.
Okay, well, tell us about that conversation, starting with where you were.
It was the times when we were in the hotel. He talked about him not having any relations with his wife. And he brought up not wanting to get a divorce, and it'd be easier to kill her.
Now, you said that you said times in the hotel. Did he say this or bring this up more than once?
No, it was just the one time that I know of.
Okay. You just said times, so I just wanted to clarify whether it was once or more than once. All right, so He said it would be easier to kill her. So anything that he said after that, did he tell you how he thought he would do that?
He had mentioned that he had a gun that wasn't registered to him and could not be traced back to him. But that was just the one time.
Was that part of the same conversation, or was that at some other time that he said that?
That was at another time.
Okay. Back in the hotel, when he suggested rather than getting a divorce, it would be easier to kill her, what was your reaction to that? What was your response?
I thought he was joking.
Why would you think he was joking?
Because I didn't think he could do it.
All right. Did you say that to him or express that in any way?
I don't think I said anything to him about it.
Okay. Do you know when this conversation in the hotel?
Not exactly.
Since you were in the hotel, would it have had to be after Sherry returned from Greece? That was
Yes.
a Friday. What part of the planning process, how much of the planning process were you involved in?
I was told where to be and when. And I was given a reason as to why I would be coming over.
All right, so you were told where to be, which was where?
I was told to be at the Winn-Dixie.
And when were you supposed to be at Winn-Dixie?
At 7 o'clock.
And then the why was what? What was the reason you were given?
I was told that the reason I was supposed to be going over to his house was to return the lawnmower and to bring it with me.
Okay. Now, you actually had a lawnmower, is that right?
Yes.
Why did you have the lawnmower?
I had borrowed his because mine was broken.
So you legitimately had the lawnmower?
I did.
Because you needed it for something? All right. Outside of going to Winn-Dixie at 7 o'clock, bringing the lawnmower, did you know anything about the plan before that? Like what was supposed to occur before Winn-Dixie?
No.
Did you know that when he told you to come to Winn-Dixie on that day, did you know why you would need to go to Winn-Dixie?
He said that he would kill her.
Do you know when did he tell you this?
Prior to, exactly, I don't remember.
Did you know about it like weeks or days or weeks in advance, or is it something that you learned?
It is something that he talked about, and then he just said that I could do it, but I would need you to be there to pick me up.
Okay. Did you want to, why did you do this? Why did you participate in this?
I didn't think he could do it. I didn't think he would do it. But it's what he told me to do, and I basically was doing whatever he told me to do.
Did you always do what he told you to do?
Pretty much.
Why?
That's the relationship we had.
Okay. All right, so September 21st, 7 p.m., did you go to Winn-Dixie?
I did.
When you pulled into the Winn-Dixie, what did you see?
I saw the van. I pulled up next to the van. He got out of the van and got into the car.
Do you remember where the van was parked?
And directly in front of Winn-Dixie, midway down.
Okay. He gets out of the car, and I interrupted you, so pick up there.
Okay, so he got into the car. He told me to go, and he said, don't speed, just go normal. Went back to 29, drove down 29 till I hit Kingsfield, and then I drove to his house.
When you pulled up to the van in the Winn-Dixie parking lot, did you have to wait for him to get out?
No.
How long do you think you sat there for him to get in the car?
Less than 60 seconds. I mean, as soon as I pulled up, he came out.
Did you have any conversation with him, like pause, have any kind of conversation that delayed your departure from the Winn-Dixie?
No.
Okay. Did you have any kind of argument, anything that was loud that would draw attention to you guys sitting there in the parking lot?
No.
When he got in the car, what did he have with him?
He had a bag.
What was he wearing, if you remember?
Dark clothes. I don't remember.
What about his hair?
He was wearing a wig.
What kind of wig?
Black, long.
He got in the car with the wig?
Yes.
All right. And the bag.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do with the bag?
He put it in the back seat.
Okay. What did he do with the wig?
Once we left the parking lot, he took it off, and when we were going down 29, he threw it out the window.
Okay. So you're driving back to the house, not speeding. When you got to the house on Riddle Road, where did you park?
Parked underneath the tree where the darkest area was.
And you guys sit there for a few minutes, or what?
He told me to wait a few minutes, and then he got out of the car and he went to the backyard. And after I waited a few minutes, then I got out of the car and I went up to the front door and knocked.
Did he tell you to go to the front door and knock?
Yes.
Did he tell you specifically to use the front door? Or do you remember?
He just said just knock on the front door.
Okay. Do you know how he went back into the house? Do you know if he used the door or the window?
Later I learned that it was through the window.
Okay, how did you learn that?
Over the years that we were together after that,
Okay.
he brought it up.
So he told you sometime later. How did he tell you he did that? Like, what did he tell you happened?
He said he was having nightmares and he remembered it. And he told me that he had gone through the back window into his room, and then when I knocked on the door, he came out of his bedroom and he came to the front door.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner.